Good morning. This is June 14th. These are going to be the phase one of the Hellbow complex for Shin Arashi martial arts. You'll see me look at my notes because I had to figure out exactly how I want to organize this. This video is appropriate for both beginning and advanced students. There'll be 3 phases of the Hellbow complex, and I'll let you know. 1 is beginning, 2 is intermediate, 3 is advanced, of course. So, in phase 1, we will be doing the slashing or slinging elbows. Okay? These elbows all hit with the ulna bone here near the elbow, not the tip of the elbow. The tip of the elbow actually can cause cuts on an opponent's forehead, which is good for sport fighting because then they can't see and they can stop a fight. The downside of that is that tip of the elbow actually can get broken. Okay? And I don't want them bleeding on me. You know, if I bust their nose open and they bleed, then fine. Hopefully they'll end the fight, but what I want is not their fluids on me. Okay? So we'll be hitting with this right here. Your hand can be open, closed, or even bent down like this, depending on how close it comes to your body. So we'll start with the most simple elbow. This can be done lead or rear. I'll be demonstrating from rear for now. Keeping one of your hand woo. This is the round elbow. You'll see that my hand comes inside my guard here. Okay? Hitting with this part right here. Okay? So, round elbow. You see how incredibly close I have to be for this elbow? Most elbows are attacks of opportunity. They are when your striking area is a surfer finger distance. Okay, that's a real technical term, surfer fingers. Surfer finger distance from the target. Now, what is the target for the round elbow? Any of this, or straight to the chest. Okay? I want to arc from the side inwards. All right? Almost like I'm punching my own parrot. All right? Next is the upwards elbow. Okay? Again, I'm using that same bone structure here. I'll probably be hitting here. Okay, almost like an uppercut strike. But again, it's super close. Can you see how close that is? Okay? I could use it on the chest if I'm here trying to build space. Next is the diagonal elbow. This one's a little bit trickier. It's in between those two. It can be used for some advanced things we'll talk about later in phase 3, I think. But for now, it just is there, just a bump. If for some reason their hands are down, it can come here. Okay? Hitting with this. It can be worked, we'll do half clinch in a minute. And then the last one, the most difficult one, is the oblique elbow. This one requires some shoulder flexibility. So for testing curriculum, I would want you to demonstrate this to the best of your ability. If you have shoulder issues, this is not one you'd want to develop. The oblique elbow comes up and down, okay? Almost covering the side of your head, okay? So it would come down, okay? Again, this is a situation where your arm's already up. Your de-escalation hand position has been raised for some reason. You come back down. That typically will go to the face head area, but it could go to the collarbone. If they're your height or taller, the dummy's a little bit tall, so I'll go to a low stance for this. It could go sternum. Okay, there's not a lot of things that'll hurt the sternum. This is one. The collarbone here breaks very nicely, and then the arm is useless. All right. Backtracking a minute. That upwards elbow is also a high Stonewall. It's not a tactic we use a lot because we'd much rather have our hands engaged with the opponent. But if your hands are in the de-escalation position and you have to cover up, you see how I'm kind of turned slightly off center line and I'm covering my head with this? That technique is a lot better for Muay Thai, boxing, even MMA because of the gloves, okay? There's a big hole right here. See it? Where a glove can come in, a hand can come in. That would be harder for a glove. But it's better than getting hit in the face, okay? So, checking notes. All right, half clinch. From half clinch, any of the phase 1 elbows are applicable. What's a half clinch? A half clinch is you put a mantis grab, a hook, behind the opponent's neck, okay, and bury your elbow in their chest, okay? This causes them to lean forward. If they are leaned forward, they have less power, okay? They're not squatting for a shoot, they're just leaned forward. This is the time, it's kind of hard to show with a dummy and not in a real person, but this is the time where you would use your pivot step to drag them along. If you're here, I don't know why. This stupefies people. There are 10,000 ways to get out of it. All right, but I guess it's because of the lack of equilibrium here. People just freak out. They don't know what to do. And their hands will be tied up trying to get out of this, and it gives you an opportunity to use upwards, diagonal, round, or oblique elbows. Okay? Any one of those elbows are good from half clinch. You can even, I'll try to do it on the dummy. It may not work, let's see. Yeah. Where you phase back with that pivot and then hit, okay? While they're still rocking forwards. You can hit with a closed fist, you can hit with a palm heel, you can hit with knees, but we'll cover that in a half clinch video. All right, let me show you from this angle. You're not gonna be able to see the elbows as well, you're gonna be able to see them. So there's a slight pull, okay? Okay, with each of those elbows. Okay, so this is not primarily a half clinch video, but I'm gonna go a couple of extra things here. It is really easy to transition from an elbow strike to switch which side the half clinch is on. You can do this with a partner. It's really easy to practice. If you've got like a post, like a porch post even, okay? You know, light, 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 switch, light, 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 okay? Hopefully a round post. If it's a square post, see if you can wrap a blanket, a towel, something like that around it. But that switch, so I've got this here. Notice I'm not up here, which is more traditional in Muay Thai, pretty much because their hands are either wrapped with rope or they're wearing modified boxing gloves. I want here, okay, underneath the occipital, Okay? And boom. Make a little side step, and now I've got this grip. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? The other thing there is the side clinch. It'll be a little difficult to show on the dummy, but it's where you go from, well, I'll just show the side clinch first. You're grabbed here, okay? This arm will usually thread underneath the arm, okay? And then you can move any one of these elbows again, okay? So let me show you from the other, I don't know if the other angle will be any good, but we'll try it. Okay. Come snake up. Switch. Okay, I don't know what you can see other than my back here, but upwards, diagonal, round, oblique. Okay. Check my notes, that might be all. So, all the phase 1 elbows are good here and super close. Here at half clinch, or here at side clinch. Notice that you're sacrificing the hold slightly to get the side clinch elbows. I believe that is all for phase 1. So let's make a drill of it. Left leg forward, hands up. Lead hand comes back to woo. Upwards elbow. Diagonal elbow. Round elbow. Oblique elbow. Step forward. Switch. Upwards elbow. Diagonal elbow. Round elbow. Step forward. Oblique elbow. All right. So that's phase 1, elbows.